Ready? 1, 2, 3, go! Hello everyone, it's a beautiful Monday and welcome back to Yarrercast, Yar22 here with weekly podcasts. What's up with this week? Why are you making a weekly podcast? I think last week's video had only like 5 views or something, and you only have 12 subscribers, and there's not a lot of things that you can actually commit to. But I'm making weekly podcasts because, well, I love weekly podcasts, and also before I did productions, I did radio broadcasts in the school radio, of course. And right now, it's just really boring, and I find things getting boringer by the second. That's why I'm hoping that you won't get bored, and by doing this, I also won't get bored. I hope you guys are being absolutely well and quarantining yourselves at home. I hope that everyone's still healthy and hasn't really suffered a lot quite recently. I know it's a lot of things about social distancing, but, well, I mean, technically, it's for the better, you know, because the medical front line is getting quite exhausted over and dealing cases every single day. And so, what are we going to do this week? I know it's just like 5 or 6 days since my last Yarrercast upload, but we still got content this week, and that's all it matters, gamers. That's all that matters. And what are we going to do this week? Well, I'm going to give you guys a little bit of updates. I know it's just 6 days, there's not much stuff done, I haven't really finished an animation yet, but there are updates, and I even have planned videos that are coming up this week that I'm going to upload onto my channel. And I've also got some interesting things from school suspension to share with you guys, especially online school. And finally, we're going to embrace our inner gamer by remembering a forgotten mod that will be replaced by a DLC pack in Paradox Interactive City Skylines, one of my favorite games at all time. And so without further ado, let's get right into today's episode and let's get on with it. So, first up is updates. Is there any updates? What art have I been working on? What new things are going to come this week? Apparently, I haven't worked much on art. I have worked a little bit in the Ayran and Aora opening. It's still coming along fine. But I really can't say, you know, there's just this many time in a single day and you don't have a drawing tablet. You just only do mouse art. And mouse art is like the slowest form of art possible. And that's why I haven't really gotten to do quite a lot of art these days. But I am still working on something. I think if you guys have really went on to Newgrounds, you may find that there is a load, aim, burn theme. Is that real, you ask? That is actually written by me. And I did that recital, but because I recorded it with a phone, like what I'm doing right now, it sounds really bad. I know, I'm poor, I'm broke, I don't have the equipment, I don't have a good mic, I don't have a drawing tablet, let alone Final Effects or something, After Effects. Oh my gosh, I keep getting it wrong. I am just so poor, guys, seriously. How am I supposed to do stuff up to big standard these days? And that's why I've decided that I'm going to re-record everything. In fact, just now I managed to record the load aim burn theme again with an extremely extensive setup given from my voice actor friend RKA. Shout out to him for helping me out in audio problems. and he's also our voice director in the Southern Regions show, and he's an absolutely amazing person that I'm very glad to have come across during my journeys in the world of productions, art, and audio. So this Friday, I hope that this Friday I will be able to finish all the visual edits for the music, so that this Friday there will be a good version of the Loading Burn theme available on my channel for all of you guys to enjoy, as well as watch some animations with. This week is actually music week, which also means all my uploads are going to be audio. There will be no art. I won't be doing much art because it's music week, and also I need to get back onto our composer in the Southern Regions, because I really have put that down for quite a few months already. I'm sorry, Sebastian. I am absolutely sorry. And I promise I will work on some music this week. That also means you guys can't really see much of my uploads this week, but the Loading Burn theme is for everyone. And also, I actually did send it to Asha before I published it on Newgrounds, so yeah, it's going to be something. But talking about music, there's also this other project that I just got accepted in. It's my 8th production now. I am not joking, my 8th production. And I'd like to introduce you guys to KayDoes or KayDoesArt on Instagram. KayDoesArt's brand new animation series called Desolation. What is Desolation? Not much has been revealed yet, but you guys can check out her channel for previous casting calls as well as future casting calls, because I initially joined the project for a voice role, and apparently I didn't submit before the deadline, so yeah, things happen. But she is an absolutely incredible animator and artist. She does animation on her phone, which is one of the most ridiculous things to ever do, and I must say, she really has good art skills. Of course, everyone who's drawn a few years art has definitely better art skills than mine. Come on, I still haven't went through my first year of drawing. But the thing is, I think she also pretty much appreciated my music, because she appointed me to help her write her intro, as well as provide some music in her production. And just like in Loading Burn, as well as many other projects, I'd happily help. And I'm happily helping with music. I guess music's my thing, eh? Sometimes things happen, and you have to accept it. Of course, you can find out even more in the future when she uploads even more videos. But this is legit. This is my 8th production, and boy am I busy. Talking about boys. Yeah, this week's on the Loading Burns public server, which everyone knows as Asha's studio and has a lot of people in. I've recently voice chatted quite a few times, and people keep on saying, hey, you should do Dante. I mean, yeah, if she has the casting call up. I'd really like to thank all of you guys out there. If you're not even subscribed, I'd still like to thank you for watching. I'd like to thank everyone out there who's still supporting me, even though I'm still 12 subscribers and random bunch of videos. But I'd like to really thank all of you guys to at least help me kickstart. And I hope that you guys can support me all the way through. And of course I do hope by the time when Asha's casting call is up, I will really get Dante voice role. But if there's someone better than me, which is definitely a possibility, then I can't really help much, you know. I'm pretty passionate about voicing Dante. He's an amazing character, he's got a lot of interesting background, and I even helped in coming up with some bit of backstories for him. It's just that my connection to Dante is really incredible. But it will depend, only time will tell. And I hope everything goes well. Why on earth is everything I'm saying rhyming? Okay, so that's pretty much it for the updates. And now we are going to move on to our next big thing. Online classes, video teaching. The next big thing of education has arrived. While experts have called for social distancing, schools are officially cancelled, and everything and everyone is stuck at home. And what better way to continue learning at home than getting to your computer and crashing the Zoom server? Yes, it crashes a lot of times. Our school doesn't use Zoom, but it uses a rather similar and I think to some extent lower quality server that crashes all the time at 11 AM during rush hours. Every single time. It crashes insanely, and I am not joking. So, how is video school? What exactly is video school? Depends by country, but in Hong Kong, it means that everyone goes into a video chat, everyone mutes themselves, turns off their camera, sometimes the teacher too, and the teacher just talks with their PowerPoint presentation and expects students to actually write and jot down the notes. Of course, there are people who jot down the notes like me, and there are people who don't, like 75% of the entire class. And you know, it's mute. Everyone's on mute because you don't want to be the extremely annoying one who's talking to someone else or playing computer games and you don't have your headset on so the teacher and the entire class hears your gaming noises. You don't want to be that stupid guy. So everyone's on mute and everyone's doing gaming and everyone's doing other stuff and not listening to the class. I mean, sometimes I do listen to the class, especially complicated classes like extended maths and physics, or classes that I find generally interesting. But other classes such as boringly Chinese or frustratingly liberal studies are the classes that I would just like game during class, or do art during class, or even as radical as sleeping during class. I haven't exactly tried that, but I mean it's to some extent it's a possibility. Because I've been staying up till 2 almost every single night. Oh my gosh, my sleep schedule is so ruined. And that's not the funniest thing about online class. Besides then crashing the server and also not exactly paying attention to class, there is perhaps the most difficult and the most complicated task given to all teachers to execute on all students: quizzes. You can't exactly have examinations, but you can have quizzes. And man, who knows if it's going to be serious or not. There are only a few kinds of quizzes that really gets the go and really gets the green light. Because the Chinese dictation, you can't expect everyone to type Chinese well, and not to forget, people can just copy and paste the entire original passage and not do any dictation or recital. And then there's the extremely difficult and technical quizzes, such as, I don't know, liberal studies that require you to write a big paragraph, and because writing a big paragraph is so difficult these days, teachers don't exactly do that. The only quizzes that are actually existing is mathematics multiple choice quizzes given by our mathematics teacher during class every single day, so we can't exactly listen to his lectures because we have to do the quiz during his class, but also he expects us to listen to his lectures. And the funny thing isn't about that, it's that I am the sort of person who does the quiz, but there has to be some kind of classmates who goes into our WhatsApp group. There's no teachers in the WhatsApp group, naturally. They're like, guys, can you guys send the answer? And then someone really does send the answer, and us hardworking people, we're almost going to cry. Seriously, you're just literally you're just ruining things because everyone's going to copy the answer. And when I submitted it, the damn, dude, that's not fair, okay? And the thing is, nobody actually can check that because it's like the WhatsApp group, and you can have a billion WhatsApp groups, like you can have a billion Discord servers like me. And technically, you can't exactly know, and you can't exactly stop that from happening. You can't exactly do anything about it, and it's just really what makes quizzes and exams really difficult during this period of time. Besides than that, sometimes people complain about full day schedules. I must admit, in Hong Kong, some classes and some schools, they literally follow their school timetable, which means you have to wake up at 8, and then you need to start first class at 9, and the last class ends at 4. 9 to 4, all time, all day long, all the time. I'm very fortunate because our school only takes a maximum of 4 classes every day. And there hasn't been a single class that exceeded over 3:10 p.m. And the earliest class, unfortunately, is still 9:05, but there hasn't been much, like there hasn't been like constant class for 8 hours straight. Nothing radical as that. And also not to forget video gym classes. I've heard some schools make their 16, 17-year-old students dance a primary school dance to like do gym class, PE class, physical education class. I'm very fortunate that our school only gave us 7-minute fitness programs to follow compared to cringy primary dancing. And I mean, it's just getting ridiculous. Video classes are definitely the new norm, and it's just weird. Currently, the government also proposes a brand new plan. I think you guys seen it in my previous animation video. And it's about deferring everyone, making everyone repeating year again, and everyone's mad about it. As you can see, if we don't repeat our year, those who are in big choosing stages such as Primary 6, Form 3s, and Form 5s, they will suffer a lot because they can't really choose well. They aren't prepared well to choose. But for us, it's an even worse situation because we have no big effect, we have no big impact. But you're just making us repeat our year, and dude, it's going to cause a big social problem. In fact, the greatest problem in the Hong Kong's education system is that everything only goes one way. You can only take the DSE. IGCSE, nobody cares. A-levels, nobody cares, unless if you're going to England or if you're in an international school, which is not the norm. The norm is to take the DSE and be fine, be chill with it. And it's so linear that one single push, such as this coronavirus, it literally topples the entire system. It literally breaks the entire system. And that is the greatest problem of Hong Kong's education system. Oh my gosh, we're almost reaching 20 minutes. How am I supposed to? I think we're gonna make this video 25-ish minutes. I'm afraid so, guys. And that's really, I'm saying, my thoughts on video classes, it's not bad. It's still something. Because without video classes, I'm sure I'll be even more bored than right now. But with video classes and homework and the extremely unfair quiz, it's not helping too much. But it's still a little bit of help. But it's just, it needs improvement. It definitely needs improvement. And also, I'm still feeling really bored and restricted from doing art. So maybe it's time to find a balance or something. And you may be asking, Hey Yar22, you've got so much time. Have you been doing gaming? Unfortunately, no. I haven't done much gaming in the past 7-8 weeks of school suspension. Yes, currently our education bureau just announced that it's impossible to have school resuming by April 20th, which means school is indefinitely suspended, which is insane. Like, legit insane. Back in SARS, school was only suspended for 4 or 5 weeks. Now it's 8 weeks out of possibly 11 plus. And that is absolute craziness. Have you ever tried that, guys? Like, we're living in Hong Kong, where the government wouldn't close down the border and let in a lot of people with the virus, and then they're like blaming it onto everyone else, and the government is stupid and stubborn, and they're making you repeat your year because they did a big mistake and they won't admit that it's their mistake. And so, having so much time, I still haven't been able to game. I've been doing so many YouTube things and also a lot of YouTube art and animation as well as music and everything. I haven't really got the chance to even open Minecraft. I know Minecraft's awesome, I still have it installed because my C drive, because of 50 gigabytes of video caches, how do you even say that thing? C-A-C-H-E. 50 gigabytes of video caches. My C drive is almost broken, and I had to clear all the video caches today, just now. And boy am I relieved to see 60 gigabytes of space left. I'm so paranoid over disk space, you know? I used to have the space to play Star Wars The Old Republic, 25 gigabytes. I used to have the space to play City Skylines, which is somewhere around 20 gigabytes or so. And it's an amazing game. And so, let's get a little bit gamey, and I'm planning to download City Skylines again, because now they have 50-ish gigabytes, and I'm pretty happy about that. I'm going to download City Skylines again, and I just saw yesterday that City Skylines released a brand new trailer on their brand new DLC Sunset Harbor or something. It's not just about Sunset Harbor, it's also with a brand new of mass transit choices. It's not the mass transit DLC upgrade, even though I got the mass transit DLC because I love transport. It's literally revolutionary. Metros can finally run on ground without a mod. And that will also spell the death of an absolutely important and crucial mod to almost all kinds of city building in City Skylines. The very legendary and famous Metro Overhaul mod. Back in the days when that wasn't a feature in the DLC, we never had overground or underground metros. It was all underground. Until the Metro Overhaul mod came along, and now you can finally send your metro trains into the skies and onto the ground, going across neighborhoods and in and out of highways. With brand new station designs, brand new epic everything. It's something absolutely new and absolutely revolutionary. But now, actually I can tell you that the City Skylines mod, the City Skylines DLC on Sunset Harbor, the one that has the ground metro one, it actually, I guess it sort of copies off from the Metro Overhaul mod, because if you see, the metro tracks actually are the same. The legit same. And I can tell you, they may as well have just got that mod, or even bought that mod. I hope that they won't buy that mod in order to make it like you have to buy it to get it. Metro Overhaul mod was free. I hope it will be free. It is still free today. And I hope it will be free. But thing is, just that you're putting another existing feature into a DLC, branding it, selling it, making it off to everyone. It really hurts us OG players, you know. Like how things change, and PewDiePie came back from being a Minecraft veteran, he's like, oh my gosh, what is this? What is this? What? How many things have changed? What on earth is this? I feel like someday, when I can't play City Skylines anymore and I have to uninstall it and come back, I guess I'm just going to feel like this. Oh my gosh, what on earth is this? What is this, man? Yeah, sometimes we're going to feel like boomers in the future. But don't worry, in the future you're old enough to feel like a boomer. And I'm pretty sure about that. Wow, 25 minutes of content. Unbelievable, I have talked so many things today, and I'd like to thank you so much for listening all the way through to the end. I know, you may not even have the time to listen to it, and the video may as well take 30 minutes to render. But it's still something, and I hope it really actually helped you to get over the quarantine period. I know it's going to be a lot more difficult and hard times ahead, but we're going to get through this. We're going to do this. I'm going to get to voice Dante somehow. And Southern Region is going to air somehow. I'm going to get a drawing tablet somehow. And a better mic somehow, better than this closet phone mic setup. But at least I get to play City Skylines. I actually really want to download Star Wars The Old Republic again. I miss that game so much. It has so good of a storyline. There's a lot of other games which I will share to you sometime, maybe like next week in next week's podcast. Maybe I can include a game every single week in our podcast. But that's all for this week's Yarrercast. And I hope you enjoyed everything I just said. And I hope you have a good time and stay healthy, guys. Finally, remember to comment, like, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next week. Take care and goodbye.